Greetings, blade fans, and welcome back. Oh no, what is this? He's going to do an unboxing? Yes, but I'm going to keep it brief. You guys may be familiar with a review I did on this bad boy, the Maxace Goliath 2 in drop point. And we're going to bring him back in a moment for a comparison. He also happened to come with this nice pouch. Midnight Cat on one side and Maxace on the other. This new bad boy, however, is in a box. And it's actually a nice box. But I wish, and it's I think a new thing that Maxace is doing, but I wish they gave us a pouch. But this is what we got, which is cool because the knife is cool. This is the Bowie version of the Maxace Goliath 2, one of their very large knife series. Now, not in super knife length like the Cold Steel, I always have to say that. We're not talking a 5 or a 6 inch blade. No, we're talking about a 4.3 inch blade, roughly, and we'll measure in a moment. But this one is a beauty. I decided to go with the black G10. I had a few choices at White Mountain Knives, and these are coming in just a little over 100. I will share the link with you at the end of this review. But look at this guy. You may or may not like the Bowie version. Some people like the drop point better. I'm also quite fond of the drop point. But some of the features here, we have these 3 giant barrel spacers, standoffs. It is weight relieved, and you won't believe that when you see the weight, but yeah, it is weight relieved. And besides being so large, here is one of the coolest factors. Naturally drop shutty right out of the box. Not drop shutty, drop shut, period. Look at that. On bearings, I understand there's also a washer package you can get. One of my guys friends on Instagram mentioned that. The clip is probably one of the least desirable features of this. Everybody mentions it, but it is a usable, serviceable clip. It's just not very attractive. It's attached at the very end of the pommel. And is it titanium? I believe it is. Yeah. Hard to tell because there's steel frame underneath. And the bolsters are also titanium. If your magnet grabs your knife, you're going to lose your life. It's my best rap I could do. Spur of the moment. But yeah, be careful of magnets, and sometimes they're a little bit strong. Nice jimping, a little bit smooth, maybe could be a little more aggressive, but you know, you press hard enough, it does grab. On a knife this big, you've got really good thumb placement, and your finger really locks into that one single finger groove, and you got a nice swale here. You also have some really nice contouring and milling on the really nice black G10 handle. So let's put the tape to it and the scale and whatnot and see what we got. Overall length, just shy of 10 inches. And yeah, we're going to call that 4.3 inch blade. And what do we set to? Inches, so you know, it's not bad for a knife this size, 0.69 inches. And a 4mm blade stock, which for this width, and what is the width shall we say, the height of the blade. Yeah, that is like about a 1.3 inch height on that blade. And you're only ground about halfway up, a little over halfway up, maybe 55%. It does produce a pretty sharp edge, although I've yet to find a Maxace in this series that comes with a very aggressive edge. So you can certainly strop it. You can do a lot of things with it. It's a flat grind. We have kind of a little bit of a scoop here to the Bowie clip, so it certainly is a Bowie style clip. Now, for the big question, what's the weight? Well, you know it's weight relieved. You know it's 10 inches overall. But what does this anchor weigh? How about 8.5 ounces? Well, you know, the clip, as unattractive as it might look, serves a very good function to carry it securely in the pocket, and has some good tension to it. And you've got smooth material underneath. And, you know, it's at a 0.69, it's relatively flat. Relatively flat. Feels great in the hand. I'd say mainly because of that finger groove and because you have a pretty high handle. Relatively neutral. If you wanted to hold it back here, you can. Give you a little more reach. And again, here's that fantastic drop shut action on bearings. Okay, compare to two other small knives from Maxace. As I showed you earlier, that's the Goliath drop point. This one's in brown micarta. Pretty much a coarse canvas micarta. Same bolster pattern and pretty much the same length. I think I found it the other day to be a fraction of an inch longer for some reason than the Bowie design. And let's not leave out another very large knife from Maxace, the Goliath. No, the Sandstorm. See, already getting my knives mixed up. It's early in the morning, can I tell you. Sandstorm K. There is a Sandstorm for about $450, but these all come in around, I think, no more than 100 and a quarter, 130, something like that. Like I say, follow the link and you'll find out. Now, earlier on, these knives were either satin or bead blast, like this one. And one thing to note is that this one is stonewashed. So there's a nice stonewash finish. And if you didn't see it, and I didn't mention it, they all are in Bowler K110. That seems to be what Maxace likes to use for their more budgety knives. And when I say budgety, yeah, over 100, but some of their other knives are $300, $400, $500. I think maybe up to $600. I'm not sure. But when they start going premium materials, yes, you start paying for it. All of these have a fantastic action on them. Just about that same drop shut action once you get over the slight detent hump. But right out of the box, I haven't touched all of these. This is probably the drop shuttiest, shall we say, of them all. So this isn't necessarily new. They're fairly recent in this material, however, because when they introduced the Bowie, they turned it out in S90V. They turned out the other Goliath in M390, and they're all coming in. You can get those at Lamnia. It's the only place I've seen them. For I think about 170 to 190. Not bad for the materials. Exact same handles, just a better blade steel. So if you wanted the premium steels, you can get them. And this is the only one with a thumb stud, which is really a massive thumb stud, if you've seen that review on that knife. But becomes part of a very nice set of extra large, jumbo size, hand filling, confidence inspiring, I must say, folders. All of these, when you hold them in your hand, you know the old Crocodile Dundee saying, now this is a knife. Really, if you like your larger knives like I do, these are very satisfying. And I've had a run of showing you some smaller knives. That's cool. Speaking of that, before we go, let's not upstage the Goliath 2 in Bowie design, but let's show you the relative size to the Griptilian, and even to this guy. Now, this Rat 1, like I said, it's early, used to be a big guy, but you can see it is dwarfed by the Goliath 2 in Bowie. And it's going to be quite a bit larger than quite a few other knives as well. One final look. Really nice. Kind of a tumbled, stone-washed bolster. They do a nice job with these brass, either they're brass or brass-colored pivot surrounds. Nice logo. Maxace. T8. And not too heavily branded. That's it, right there. Goliath Bowler K110. So if you like your Bowie blades, as opposed to your drop points and utility style blades, this is the one for you, because great price and hand filling, confidence inspiring, all that good stuff. If you're a small knife lover, you like your lightweight EDC, you're not going to like this guy. Or you might just like it in the collection. Who knows? Okay, well, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I'll be back with you soon. This Old Sword, signing out.